Hey class, how's it going? It's Coach Barba. Today is the last day of macro and micronutrients. We're going to go over the second micronutrient today being minerals, okay? So minerals, what are they? They are inorganic elements compared to the vitamins. We said they were organic. That just means minerals don't have carbons and vitamins do have carbons, but we're not going to get too deep into that chemistry. Minerals, they're also needed in small amounts. They're also non-caloric, so remember there's no calories, no energy from it. They can help with energy, and then they're essential for function. So like daily movements, just to live, is very vital. All right, so just like vitamins, there's two types of minerals as well. There's major minerals and trace minerals. So the biggest difference is major minerals, you need greater than 100 milligrams per day, where trace, you need smaller than 100 milligrams per day. So it's kind of nice, it's in the name. Some of the major minerals are going to be your sodium, calcium, potassium, and magnesium. There's other types, but those are usually the more known ones. And then trace, you have iron, zinc, iodine, and selenium. There's a bunch of other ones, but those are the majority of them, or probably the most common ones that people know. So today we're going to go over sodium and iron. So sodium, remember RDA from vitamins was recommended dietary allowance. The very least you need to have to maintain bodily functions. So 14 to 18, again, high schoolers, male and female, both of you guys actually need 1,500 milligrams a day. Tolerable upper intake. So remember that means the most you can have without experiencing any toxicities. So both male and females, 2,300 milligrams. So the average American actually gets about 3,500 milligrams per day from their diet. So obviously that's way over the tolerable upper intake. That's kind of why we see a whole bunch of health problems with that. But sodium itself is not bad. So remember, you have that range where it can still work. And then some of the function it does is body fluid and electrolyte balance. So especially with water, and we'll get to that in a second. It helps a little bit with muscle contractions and as well as like nerve transmission, sending signals throughout the body. All right, and then deficiencies and toxicities. So the biggest deficiency from sodium is going to be hyponatremia. So that means when you're drinking too much water, your sodium levels can actually drop, or if you're not having enough sodium levels in general. So that balance is very important, and you see it a lot in like long distance runners or sports that require long periods of movement. And some side effects is that you can pass out, you can go into a coma, have seizures, so just not really good. Toxicity, dehydration. Remember, we said that it works with water, so if you drink too much water, then, if you have too much salt, your water levels goes down and then you get dehydrated. Also pre-hypertension, heart disease, stroke, so kind of the major diseases and health problems that we hear. All right, and then the foods and the amounts you get it from. Table salt, obviously the biggest one. It's at 2,300 milligrams, so that's already actually at your tolerable upper intake, so be careful with that. Pickles, you're going to be a little over 1,700, and then ham, you're going to be just over 1,100. Okay. Next one we're going to do is iron. So the RDA, again, 14 to 18. Males, you need 11 milligrams. Females, you need 15 milligrams. So biggest reason is females, something happens once a month where you lose a lot of blood, so you need a little bit more iron. Tolerable upper intake, it's actually going to be the same for males and females at 45 milligrams. And then the functions for it, iron will actually transfer oxygen from red blood cells to the lungs and tissues, wherever it needs to be. It supports healthy connective tissue, and then cellular function, so how well the cells can function to do whatever job they need to do. All right, and then deficiencies and toxicities. I'm pretty sure most of us heard of anemia. Some of the side effects with that is weakness, fatigue, even headaches. It also can impair your mental and physical performance, and you may even see some pale skin. Toxicities, what happens if you get too much? Fatigue, joint pain, and organ damage. So remember when we were talking about vitamin C and vitamin A, how sometimes there's similarities with the deficiencies or toxicities. Well, now we see it in iron. So both can be fatiguing if you have a deficiency or toxicity. So that's when you need to look back and see if you're getting too much or too little in your diet. All right, and then the foods or the amounts you get. So fortified cereal, if you see it says 100% fortified, you have about 18 milligrams. Oysters, you have about 8 milligrams. And then spinach, you have 3 milligrams per serving. Okay, and remember MyFitnessPal, we've been, quick thing before we do that. In case you're running really low, what you can do for the older kids is maybe go into supplements, just vitamin and mineral supplements. It's not gonna hurt you or anything, nothing crazy. And then we've been talking about MyFitnessPal all week. So if you've downloaded it, all you need to do is to put your email, your height, age, weight, and your goal. So nothing crazy to get started. So your homepage, it will be nice. It looks like some articles and videos and stuff. You're going to go to food diary, and you're going to enter all the food that you've eaten. So this is my day. So breakfast, let's just go over breakfast real quick. So just some sausage patties. It gives you the calories, and if you click on it, it also gives you the carbs, fats, and proteins, which we've gone over. And then it goes a little bit deeper, and then you can even get your iron. So sausage is another way to get iron. So enter it throughout the day. You can see I went a little bit over on my calories, but that's fine, because remember we have that range of 2050 to 2400. And then if you click on it, you have a breakdown of your macronutrients, your percentage, the certain nutrients you get. So at the bottom is all the vitamins and minerals. If you go a little bit over, it's nothing crazy, just try not to continue that. And then also gives you the percentage per meal of what your calories are coming from. As for to actually add them in, it's not super hard. You can, is it not working? Okay. You can just go to add food, and then whatever meal it's gonna be, let's just say breakfast. You can either search the food, it's got a pretty big database, or you can also use the barcode. So you just scan the barcode, and then it pops up, everything will pop up, whatever that nutrition label is gonna say. So yeah, fairly simple to use, especially the fact that you guys are home now. You can focus a little bit more on your nutrition. Remember, we focused on carbohydrates, fats, proteins, your vitamins and minerals, how much to get, where to get them from. So this app kind of makes everything a lot easier to follow and understand, and kind of help you guys, especially at the high school level in quarantine, still try to live healthy lives. All right, thanks guys.